We asked 7 ordinary women to take part in the SkinPep 30-day Collagen Facial Glow Challenge. Each woman followed our 4-step program to target the eyes, the dark circles and eye bag treatment, and the face, the Collagen Facial Glow Treatment, and also used our Collagen Renew Day Cream and Revitalising Cleansing Foam and Toner. Taking a video diary, each of the girls would track their progress, and we took photographs before and after to see if there was any improvement. Here is the case study for Lane, aged 42.
So yesterday I used the whole 4-step system. Today I'm just going to use the 2 steps that you can use daily. I'm going to try the See Face Bright Booster, and then after I apply that I'm going to put on the Wrinkle Clear. I did the whole 4 steps yesterday and had the whole face mask on. It lasted till 4 in the morning. I woke up and took it off at 4 in the morning. And I went out last night and saw a lot of people I've not seen for a long time. And everyone's comment was, you look really bright, you look really well. So I'm wondering if the products are starting to have an effect. Tricky to begin with, especially when you're someone that's not used many products before, and especially in terms of loads of steps or different things on different days, etc. I'm a very kind of wash and go kind of person. So it was tricky at first, but actually I got into the routine and rhythm pretty quickly when I worked it out. No, only that, so, you need to, there's a lot of talk of immediately putting one thing after the next and trying to work out how immediate that needs to be. How long do you wait? It seems quite scientific. So as a non-scientist, obviously, what am I waiting? What's the important thing here? What do I need to know for this to work the best? I had no allergies to the SkinPep range whatsoever.
Okay.
So I did 30 days of using the peel. It was, I guess, about 7 times over the 30 days that I used the skin and the whole 4 steps, because it's about once a week. And each time I felt my skin was softer, as a result, so it was accumulation over the 30 days that my face felt more hydrated and more soft. And today, I think that's the peel's doing a particular job, isn't it? It really is bringing out the hydration of the skin. So that's what I noticed. So I would say, in particular with the C Bright Booster Vitamin C application, that felt the most sort of medical in a good sense, or vitamin in a good sense. It is a vitamin, and it felt like one. It felt like it was doing some work. I might have said that in my 30-day of trial, but it felt like it was doing this job, and it felt very clean and very fresh. And I think that has had a result on, I'm hoping that that's the wrinkles that I have around my eyes and on my neck particularly. I feel that that's where I've started to notice an ageing process in my skin, because I think I have fairly good skin, like my granny did, and people say that I look fairly young for my age. I wanted to talk about the vitamin C powder, C Bright, they call it. At first I thought it was a bit of a faff, because you need to mix your powder and your gel up, yourself. It doesn't come mixed up. But after these, 10 more days or so, it feels like it's working. It's doing some work. It makes my face feel kind of zingy, and it feels, out of all the products, something that's working, as in it's doing some work. It has a nice fresh smell, very unperfumed, kind of not medical in a in a strain, more like a vitamin.
But my skin, I've noticed a sort of sagging and also wrinkles in between the brow, and that felt like it was addressing that, and over time it increased. So the Wrinkle Clear serum, I think, started to firm up my skin, and from beginning to end, I think, again, there is accumulation. That's the reason why we've been doing such a rigorous trial, a 30-day rigorous trial, is that we see the accumulation of results, and I feel my skin has firmed up with the Wrinkle Clear application. The face mask I used once a week with the whole 4 steps, and with the eye mask I used those in between, and I'd sometimes use those in an afternoon if I knew I was going out in the evening to give myself a little lift. And I actually tried the skin masks for the night. I put it on at bedtime and kept them on for the night. And I felt when I woke up there was a really sort of we talk about hydrated and soft and glowing, and in each week as I've done that, I feel my face has changed over the 30 days. I think there is a glowing, and every time you use the face mask it lifts again, so you do need to continue with it, is how it felt for those 30 days. So that was how I used the face mask and the eye bags. And I also really like the moisturiser collagen cream. Collagen renewal, thank you. Collagen renewal cream was brilliant. Yes, it was really soft. It felt kind of like it made another layer to your skin without it being an oppressive thing, much more of a kind of enlivening thing. Very soft. Everything's very soft after using that cream. Oh, I loved it all. It's all so lovely. They're all so great. They all have a job to do, don't they? They all have a specific job to do. How can you choose between them? Because they seem to be about the whole. And it seems so clear that that's what it's about, because scientifically, if you don't put one on, it seems to be affecting the next one. So and again, I had made a little, not exactly a chart, but I did try to sort of look through what was important about using each step and not just saying, oh, I'll just bung on the moisturiser today. It seemed that would just not be the point of having all those other things, of why have them as products if they're not essential. A little plan just to note when I was doing the 4 steps and the times in between, adding in the eye masks in between the face, the whole face. The neck, I didn't mention that, but the neck mask needs you to lie down, so you need to be ready to do that. You can't wander around with that. And actually it's quite beneficial to give yourself a rest or do it at night time. I left that on over the night as well. So having a little bit, I mean, the chart was, it sounds as though it's really complicated talking about charts. I think it just getting to grips at the beginning was something. By the end I knew, and I roughly knew very much what I was doing, and I had all my cosmetics in the bathroom and they just went on straight away, and the masks was for those evenings when I was going to do it at night time. A nice foamy wash, a good wash, felt clean, and the toner definitely seemed to remove any sort of extras, bits of oil or dirt that you didn't realise you hadn't removed, so that they were great.
Just wanted to show you today how foamy this facial wash is. And it really feels like getting a really clean, squeaky clean face. Lovely. That's just the beginning of my routine this morning. Look how fresh my face is looking. In the past I've used Neal's Yard products, and then they are lovely things. They smell good, they feel good, but I guess this is at another level, and I've never used any products to this extent before. My beauty goals at the beginning of the 30-day trial was hopefully to help it was the neck area that I've particularly been
noticing as a difference as I've aged, and I was keen to take some sort of work on that, and I thought this 30-day trial would do that. But also, yes, our general wrinkles and fine lines. So after the 30-day trial, I felt the skin on my neck had firmed up. I felt that all of my facial skin was more hydrated, and I felt there was more of a glow to my skin. I felt that I'd just started to feel a bit dull after, feeling like I'd been lucky for quite a number of years. My skin had become more dull, and now it feels much more of a glowing and vibrant. I met a friend the other evening who had not, she was more of a colleague. I hadn't seen her for 15 years. We were part of a festival, and she was staring at me, and we said hi, and she kept staring at me, and she said, how long ago was it that we saw each other? And we were just trying to work it out, 15 years. She said, you look the same. I would like to continue using SkinPep products for the rest of my life. It seems like it's very well researched. It feels like it definitely doesn't have that horrible perfumey stench which I can't bear. I'm very natural, in the way I sort of work my life. Or, I try and eat organic. I'm very careful what I eat and what I put on my body. So obviously I'm very careful about what I put on my body. I was slightly nervous before I started the trial whether this might be problematic for me in those situations. But it doesn't feel like that. It does feel quite not even quite it does feel as though it's very carefully non-perfumed and very carefully put together, and it does feel like it is the 4-step, and if you haven't got that, it's kind of pointless. You need everything. Yes, it would be a great thing to be able to continue. So at the beginning of the 30-day trial, one of my worries had been, if this is fantastic and makes me look amazing, it's going to be costly, and I'm sure I'm not going to be just handed out cosmetics the rest of my life. I'd heard what a high-end product it was, that it was in the kind of pharmaceutical range of the cosmetic industry, which obviously is more expensive. But I believe, I heard only this morning, that they've got a certain way of selling the product that comes straight to the customer that will drastically reduce the cost, and that will allow me to contemplate having this. It's very accessible because not everyone does have a lot of spare income, especially in this climate.